Welcome to No Excuses. My name is Mary Fran, and today I am off work, so I'm going to share that with you. Kind of nervous about sharing today because I shared my last day off, which was my birthday yesterday. And I was expecting a very uplifting, happy, woohoo video, and it started out that way. And then I found out that I am being laid off. So I am going to be without work as of January 1st. Not exactly the Vlogmas video I wanted, not exactly the birthday video I wanted. And I will be honest with you and say that I am panicked because in my adult life, I have never been without work. They do have a severance package, so I should be okay for a little bit of a gap, but it's very concerning. I feel like I'm failing my end of the bargain with this marriage because, I pay for portions of our life and it's just gonna be tight. Yesterday, I actually spent some time updating my resume, and this morning already, while Jason was getting ready to go to work, I actually set on Indeed and started looking for jobs. I have them saved. I will apply to them later once I'm on my computer. I was on my phone at the time. So I'm taking steps to get myself ready. But last night, I actually had a thought, a very interesting thought. If you have been here for a while, you know that I struggle with my weight. You will know that when COVID hit, I was sent to work from home. And you will know that eventually I did talk about the COVID-19, which was not the virus. It was the 19 pounds that I gained. We bought a house and we moved into that house. And in the last year or so, I have actually gained more weight, which we've talked about on this channel also. And my clothes haven't been a big issue because I work from home, so I'm wearing comfy clothes, not a big issue. And I noticed that there was a problem when my mom died because I was like, oh yeah, I'll wear this, this, and that, blah, blah, blah. Well, the morning of my mom's funeral, I went to my closet and I started to pull out some clothes, and they were very tight. They did not fit me well. I did piece together an outfit. I was a little panicked that day, but I pieced it together. But last night it hit me. Yes, I am going to be applying for more work from home positions, but I'm also applying for in-house positions, which means I will need a wardrobe that fits me, possibly. And at the very least, I'm going to need to have interview outfits. So today, we are going to be doing a couple things. I'm going to go to a car title place because I do need to work on my car title because that was paid off like 6 months ago. So I need to get that done. I am starting in the bedroom. I'm still in my nightgown even though I've showered. And I am going to go to the closet and I'm going to go through my clothes. And those clothes, if they fit, they'll stay in the closet. If they are tight, they were going to go in the bed. I had decided a while back that I will not be purging clothes yet. I will be keeping them for 1 year. If I don't lose the weight in 1 year, then I'm going to purge what doesn't fit. But I'm going to take them out of the closet, put them in a bin, which I have to go to the basement and see if I have one. And if not, I have to go get one. Put them in a bin and put them away. And then what's in my closet will fit me right now. And then from there, I can decide what I need to buy. So this afternoon, the plan is to go to Hagerstown Goodwill. And I'm going to try to finish rounding out at least 2 outfits, at least 2. Now, if I get a job that's in the office, I will probably have to rush out and buy more. But I figure if I have 2 outfits, I'm good. If I'm lucky and if I'm really careful, I might be able to buy very, very basic, like black. But I'm going to try to piece together from what I have and what's at Goodwill, at least 2 outfits for interviews, and then hopefully then be able to use those pieces that I get to actually create a wardrobe, the basis of a wardrobe. Even if I have to wear the same skirt twice a week, but different shirts and different tops, that's okay because that's what I'm going to need to do. But it's going to be a day of there. So I'm in my nightgown because I'm going to be trying on clothes, and I'm like, I'm not putting on clothes while you do that. So let's get to it. Oh yes, and as if that isn't bad enough, I'm pretty sure that there's been a mouse in my closet. So if it's in there, I'm going to have a coronary, and then it won't matter about my work because I'll be dead. Okay, this is not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I have found, in the first 5 minutes, I have about 4 to 5 shirts that actually fit. I only have one thing that's tight, and it actually fits. It just feels too constricting, so I'm putting it in the save for later pile. So it's actually not as bad as I think it is. So that's a good thing. So the clothing situation isn't as bad as I thought. There was a fair amount that I did take out that's just a tad bit tight, and I'm not wearing it if it's a tad bit tight or tad bit uncomfortable. But there was still a lot of stuff that was in there, which is good. Mostly it was shirts. So I'm going to go look for just maybe one pair of dress pants, maybe a skirt. See what I can find. It's not imperative if I don't get it. I would like to get at least one pair though. But a whole lot more doable than I thought. So here I am at Walmart. I am going to pick up a bin to put those clothes that don't fit in. And Jason said that those chocolate covered blueberries were fabulous and that if I could find some more, he would love them. So I'm back at Walmart to look for chocolate covered blueberries. Then I'm heading out to work on the title for my car. So get that done. And then I have a couple other errands that I'll probably drive down to Hagerstown for and see what we can see. Anyway, let's get into Walmart. I just ran into Goodwill, the same one I went into the other day to look for dress pants. I bought 2 things. One's not dress pants. One's, not really, but I could probably swing it as dress pants. I'll show you when I get home. Meanwhile, I'm going to Hagerstown. The loan company that had the loan on my car, they sent me paperwork, and there was a lot of red flags in it. Like, they sent it to my maiden name, which I am no longer legally that name. They sent me the Maryland paperwork, and I live in Pennsylvania. So there's a problem. Anyway, I'm going to head to the bank. It's down in Hagerstown, so it's about a 20-minute drive, so I'm going to head down there. I will probably hit a Goodwill down there, and I'm going to run into the mall to get something for our Christmas Eve dinner. So here we go. Okay, so the bank is done. They actually are going to get working on it. We'll see what comes from that. I am at my second Goodwill. Let's see what I get. I bought 3 things at Goodwill. I am right now at the mall because I have something that I buy every year for Christmas. I buy a beef stick from Hickory Farms. I know it's probably not the healthiest thing, but I buy it every year for Christmas. It is part of our Christmas Eve tradition now, and it's at the mall. So I'm going into the mall. While I've been driving around, I started to think about something, and I actually thought about this briefly the other day before I got laid off. The other morning I was editing videos from these Spend the Day with Me, and I started to notice that I'm much more vivacious. Maybe that's the word I want to say. Much more chipper and cheerful when I'm not working. It's a definite difference. And I had a fleeting thought the other day when I was doing it. It's like, wow, is that what work is doing to me? Or is it just that it's a day off and I feel really good? And I was driving around this today and I'm just like, maybe it is time for a change. Maybe the work has been dragging me down. I don't know. And there is that slight chance that I be the one that gets the one position that they have available. So maybe my work won't change. I am praying that what needs to happen happens. If it's time for me to change, that I will not be the one chosen and that I will get a job that makes me happy. I'm also praying that if I need a break from work because just to heal from the hurts of this year or whatever, that God will give me the time, and I know I will have a severance package, but he'll give me the time and give me a job when I need it. It's going to be a lesson in trust. Anyway, I'm heading into the mall. So I kind of touched on it that the car title is still in limbo. The loan officers didn't do what they needed to do. So title is still somewhere. Car was paid off a long time ago. I should have the title, but we're working on it. I left there and I went to Goodwill and I picked up a couple more things. So when I was shopping the other day, I had actually seen that they had 2 pairs of the same jeans. Same brand, same size, same style. So I went back today and got pair number 2. Once again, they were $11.99. Take the tags off because they're going in the wash. So I got another pair of jeans. They are a boot cut, but just a normal pair of jeans. But I was not looking for jeans. If you remember, I'm looking for work pants. So I actually also bought a pair of Eddie Bauer pants. They're like a dark blue. They're like a dark blue. And interestingly enough, the original tag is still on them. They retailed for $90. They are technically not exactly work pants. They are kind of more of a hiking pant because they are the dry fit. I would be able to use them as work pants most likely. Even better, they're a hiking pant. So if I would end up with another work from home job or with a job that I need to wear jeans, these can be used for hiking. So that's a good thing. And you want to know how much I spent? They retail for $90. They were $8.99, and it was green tag day. So I got them for 50% off. So I got them for $4.50. Can't beat that with a stick. So let's get those tags off. That's a strong tag. There we go. So they will go in the wash. That's all I found at that Goodwill. Nothing else. So I had to go into Hagerstown to go to that bank, and so I hit a second Goodwill. First thing I found was a pair of Lee pants. They are a straight cut, so it's not a baggy dress pant, but yet they are a more of a khaki. And they actually fit, and I'm like, you can't go wrong with a khaki pair of pants. So I got them. They are $6.99. Paid full price for those. Almost feels like highway robbery. Next, I found a pair of pants from Talbot's. These were a little bit looser than the straight cut, and they fit. And they were a green tag. So the $6.99 was actually a $3.50. Okay, now I know I was looking for dress clothes, but I found a tank. And I was like, you know what? That would be good for underneath one of the shirts that I can wear, and would just give me an extra option to change up something to stretch my wardrobe. It was $4.99, green tag, half off. $2.50, can't beat that, with a stick. That is my mini haul for today. It is now 1 o'clock. I have some laundry to flip and do, and I am going to make my birthday cookie. I'm a day late. And it's going to be a more poignant experience today because it's always a little bit more emotional because these are what my mom made for me. And so that would have actually been more emotional for me to begin with. But since I got the news officially yesterday about my job, all I've wanted is my mom and my dad. So they're going to be a little bit more tearful probably, but I want them. So I'm going to have them. I will be freezing them so that I don't eat them all at the same time. So it's a good thing. I am planning on filming the cookies for a video, but I'm going to be in the kitchen. I also do have to work on some applications, and we'll see what else I get into. That's going to be it. So obviously my hair went up because I was baking, and the last batch of cookies are in the oven. I am now sitting down at my computer to do something I really don't want to do. I'm going to review my severance package. I could wait until work tomorrow, but I figured this way I can focus on it without interruption. So let's go ahead and look at this, and then I have some videos to edit because I have some cookies that I made. Anyway, let me get to this severance package. Okay, so I did review my paperwork, talked to a coworker a bit, did some editing, made dinner. Dinner tonight was the beef stick. I take some apple jelly, put it in there, let it melt, and then you fry it in the apple jelly, and it is. And then I had some rice and some Harvard beets. Nothing fancy, nice and easy. Trying to think what I'm going to have for dinner tomorrow night, but we'll get there. That is my afternoon. It was kind of a lackluster day, but it was a day. And here I am, and that is the end of my day. Jason is home. He's out with the dog right now. He should be back in momentarily. We'll just be watching TV and hanging out the rest of the evening. Back to work for me tomorrow for about 2 weeks. Anyway, life kicks you sometimes, but you got to keep moving. No excuses.